Hi everybody, it's me again, Steve Fitch, CEO and founder of Healthy Systems USA. Now we're about to go over the second stage, or the very low calorie diet part of the program. What you're gonna do during this part, after you've done the binge, this will be day number 4. This is when you're gonna start to do the very low calorie diet. You're gonna now spray the spray twice a day, 3 sprays in the morning when you wake up, 3 sprays when you go to bed. You're also going to continue to take the B12 Primo every other day, again crunching it up a little bit, putting it under your tongue and letting it absorb through your sublingual glands. Now you're going to start to take the EA Boost with breakfast or lunch. It's entirely up to you. Again, it just makes it so you're just not as hungry and gives you a little bit of energy, okay? On the very low calorie diet part of this program, you're gonna have fruits, vegetables, and lean protein. The fruits you're allowed to have are apples, oranges, grapefruits, pears, and any type of a berry. Raspberry, blueberry, strawberry, blackberry, boysenberry. Cherry is not a berry, it's more of the peach family. Grape is not a berry. So any berry, you can have a handful of that. And I always ask people, grapefruits, do you love them or hate them? Some people can't take them because of the acidity with some medications they're taking, but grapefruits are probably the best fruit you can take. That and apples have a fat releasing enzyme in them, but if you were to rank them, the grapefruit would be about here and the apple a very close second. So they're both very, very good, but the grapefruits are probably the best fruit you can have during this program. I love Texas, the pink, the ruby reds. The pink ones I think are a little bit more tart. It depends on the season too and when you get them. So those are fruits you're allowed to have. No bananas, no cherries, no cantaloupe, no watermelon, just too high in sugar. Okay? The proteins you're allowed to have is lean beef, lean chicken, and any white fish. No lamb or pork, too high in fat content. I know there are lean parts of that, but it's the whole animal as a whole is a fatty animal. No turkey because of the tryptophan in it, and no salmon or tuna unless it's albacore tuna. So it's you can have lean beef, lean chicken, and any white fish. Those are the proteins that you're allowed to have on there. Beef is probably the best of sirloin. It's not as fatty. I mean, I like my ribeye, but not during the diet, okay? White fish, any white fish, you know, anything that's white. And then chicken breast is probably the best as far as the chicken. Then you're also allowed to have any type of lettuce. You can have iceberg, just romaine, any type of lettuce that you want. Spinach, cabbage, and then also green vegetables. The reason that we're doing green vegetables is because of the chlorophyll in there. Since we're doing a little bit low calorie diet, we want this to be as nutritional as possible. That's why we want green vegetables. I mean, cauliflower is good, zucchini is all good, but we want more green. Okay, so it's green, it's asparagus, broccoli, green beans, you know, that type of vegetables. Okay, your typical diet day, what you're gonna do is when you get up in the morning, you're gonna spray your 3 sprays and let it absorb under your tongue for about 3 to 5 minutes. Then after that, you're gonna take your B12, which is every other day. So if it's not a B12 day, you don't take the B12, and on the B12 day, you will take it, put it in your tongue, let that absorb. Then you will get up and have breakfast. I have people who work night shifts or whatever, so when you get up, you do this, the spray, the B12, then have your breakfast. Your breakfast, choose one of those fruits, apple, orange, grapefruit, pear, or a handful of berries, okay? You can have 1 to 3 egg whites with your breakfast every day if you'd like, or no days. It's entirely up to you. If you're feeling kind of down and lethargic and kind of dragging a little bit, it's because your blood sugar levels are low. This protein will boost your blood sugars up and give you a little bit of the energy, okay? So you can have 1 to 3 egg whites every day, or you can have it no days. I mean, you can simply hard boil them, take the yolk out, give it to a cat or dog. It's always good for their coat. Or you can just buy cartons of egg whites, no egg beaters, none of that stuff, pure egg whites, okay? Then 2 to 3 hours later, you're gonna have a fruit snack. Choose again from the fruits, that's your fruit snack. Then 2 to 3 hours later, you're gonna have lunch. You're gonna start with a handful of lettuce. You can have really as much lettuce as you want because it's considered a negative calorie food. It takes our body more calories to digest it than is actually in it. So start with a handful and add more if you'd like. Then you want about 4 to 6 ounces of protein, about the size of the palm of your hand. Bigger guys, bigger people can maybe do 6 to 8 ounces. If you're a bigger person, you know, it's just a bigger motor. You need more fuel, okay? And then you're gonna have a handful of steamed green vegetables. You can steam them, eat them raw, grill them, bake them, but do not microwave your green vegetables anymore. Don't microwave anything. The mild radiation destroys the nutrients, so don't use your microwave. I was told that by a doctor, so when I started this. So, and then you can put on your salad, you can use balsamic vinegar, or we have recipes that we will send you once you purchase the program, so the diet doesn't get so boring. We've got some very good dressings in there that have Truvia and stevia in it, so if you like a sweeter dressing, or you can simply use lemon or lime juice or a little oil and vinegar, you know, just a little bit, and that's all explained in our manual as well, okay? Then 2 to 3 hours later, you're gonna have your fruit snack. This is in the middle of the afternoon. Then 2 to 3 hours later, you're gonna have dinner or supper. Again, handful of lettuce, 4 to 6 ounces or 6 to 8 ounces of the protein, and steamed green vegetables. Then 2 to 3 hours later, you're gonna have a fruit snack between dinner, supper, and bedtime. The reason we do every 2 to 3 hours is that keeps your body metabolizing the food. It's almost like the old steam engine. You know, as long as you put that coal in there, that steam engine just kept going. That's the same thing with our body. You have to keep eating, feeding yourself. That will keep your body metabolizing it. When you skip meals, the body will go into storage mode. It's going, hey, you haven't fed me for a while, so it's going to store some of the food as fat. That's why I've had some people that maybe just aren't losing the weight that they should, and I've talked to them and they're skipping their snack or they're skipping this. Don't skip your meals. Eat every 2 to 3 hours, okay? That is your diet. You're gonna do that very low calorie diet until you get to the weight where you wanna get to. I don't believe those charts because they still say I'm obese. So wherever it is, set your goal. Once you get to that goal weight, you are done with these products. There's nothing more that we're here to sell you, nothing more for you to buy, but now you're gonna go into stage 3, which is the maintenance or stabilization. This is to reset your hypothalamus gland so the weight will not come back. Very critical stage. Most programs do not do this. That's why I hear so many people going, yeah, I did this diet, lost all this weight, and gained it all back, because they're not addressing this stage of the program, okay? Very critical. We do address this stage. So tune into the next video. We're going to be talking about the maintenance or stabilization. All right, thank you, goodbye. We'll see you at the next video.